Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, Auguste Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Welcome back. This is another episode coming at you straight out the gate for 2018. But I promise you, this topic will be relevant. It will last the test of time. Oh, that's all the podcast episodes. No, but seriously, today we're going to talk about curing procrastination. Because let's just face it, a lot of us deal with that, right? We're like, oh my God, I got a list. I need to do 1 through 5 today. Otherwise, my life is just going to go crazy. And you attempt to do that, right? And then before you know it, you will be lucky if you have 2 things completed off your list. And the biggest question, and I hear people ask all the time, is what do I got to do to cure this procrastination? Well, my first question for you is, what are you procrastinating about? For instance, let's just think about it from a business perspective. And you love designing things. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the slow motion, but I'm thinking about this off the top of the dome, right? You love designing things. So you do all kinds of artwork, whether that's for logos, for websites, or whatever. But what you hate is managing the books, your receipts, your money, what's going in, what's coming out. Oh God, you hate having to go and to answer all of these requests from people and type out stuff. Maybe you're managing a blog to put the word out, and at first you were all gung-ho and you started with 5 blogs every single week. You were good 5 weeks, and then after that you kind of just fell off the wagon, and here it is 2 months later, and you're going to blog about why getting a designer is better than trying to do it yourself on Canva. And bam, before you know it, you are caught in the perpetual wave of procrastination. Why is it? Well, I can tell you several reasons why it's an issue. But before I get there, I want to put something on your mind. How many of you have had to do something that you didn't want to do? But if you didn't do it, you were going to lose something really big. I'm going to go non-business. You lose your job. You hate working at fast food. You can't find anything else. And the only place that will hire you is McDonald's. But you're like, oh my God, if I don't get this money for my rent, I'm going to be homeless. So I'm going to have to suck it up and work this job at McDonald's because they won't give me unemployment. I have no friends or family to help me. And you suck it up and you do whatever it is that you have to do in order to get it done. Really think about that. What gave you the drive to make a decision to do something that you don't like doing? Because there was a need attached to it. There are two things that will really get you going when it's time to set a goal and actually complete it. It's based on how severe the need is and whether or not you can see it. And then the second thing has to do with this. It has to do with passion. How many of you have had jobs, especially since it's mostly women that listen to this podcast? I know a couple of guys are sneaking in here, but seriously, here it is. You work these insane hours. You hardly get any rest. You feel like you don't have time in your life for anything. And out of nowhere, this man comes like a thief in the night. And you're like, oh God, I'm really going to be rushing across town and I'm trying to finish this with this project. I need to do all of these things. But you find a way to say, you know what, we can sit down for a candlelight dinner. How about we have some fun and enjoy a movie or something together? You find a way to make time because it's fueling something in you energetically and passionately. What's the common chord between all of these things that I gave you? It's called, wait a minute, are you listening? Here it comes. The common core between all of these things is that you care. I literally took my time just to say that. It's that you care. So the cure for procrastination is caring and seeing value. That would be the secondary thing. No, I'm not going to get all deep and technical and start telling you that the first thing you need to do is grab a calendar. And then when you get this calendar, what you need to do is you need to block out certain things on your schedule, and you should use highlighters to mark off this and that. And not only should you write it down, but you should have a digital backup, and you should leave this amount of space and have an accountability partner to make sure you get this done, or get you an administrative assistant or a virtual assistant to tap you on the shoulders and remind you what you need to do, which a lot of you that are listening, you can't even afford that. And if you can't afford it, you can't afford it to that capacity. That's not what this is about. Because the podcast is called Real Women Don't Bitch, which means there's some things you're going through while you're building your business that require you to have more muscle and more grit than the average person, because challenges do arise. This show is called Real Women Don't Bitch because we grow and we go. You're at the beginning of your journey, or maybe you've been doing what you've been doing for a while, but you're stuck and you need to get to the next level. And the reason why a lot of you can't get to the next level is because of these little bitty things that you keep leaving behind because you're procrastinating about them, and you don't see the connection, but you don't manage your money well. But you want all of these clients who will pay you all of this money, but you don't manage your money well. The universe, do you really want the universe to send you clients that will pay you at that level? And you don't pay attention to the little intimate details when it comes to handling your money? I know a woman right now, I'm speaking for myself, who should be billing me for something. Now, I'm letting you guys know this is how deep it gets, because I'm always in coach mode. When this person bills me, I'm going to be like, see, this is why I told you, you should have used this system, or you should have done this way, because this is an area where you don't pay attention. My thing is you should know when your money is coming in, and when you should know when your money is going out. You don't need an explosive group with 1,000 people that are paying you $50, $100, or $500 a month, because how many people would be in that group and they would be slipping through the cracks and they never paid you because you never invoiced them. So I know we want to go. I know we want to grow, but the universe isn't going to give us anything that we aren't ready for. And my thing is I want you to listen to today's podcast, keep it stupid simple, and ask yourself, what are these things about my business that I need to do, but I'm not doing because I keep putting it off? And then you have the audacity to call your putting something off procrastination. Did you catch that? You have the audacity to call the thing that you're putting off your procrastination, because procrastinating means you're slow to move, right? It means that you don't jump up on an activity fast enough. You kind of leave something hanging. It's always that phone call or that thought. There's that distracting thing. But you and I both know that when you really care about something and when you really see the value in something, you will lose sleep, you will work harder. Sometimes you will even grit your teeth and take shit and let people talk to you in a way that you wouldn't have let them do it if you believe that there's a big win on the other side. So we're keeping this podcast super duper short and simple. The cure to procrastination is to give a damn. I'm calling all of you guys out and saying that you don't see the value in what you're doing and you're not connected to the need. And because you haven't put that together, and this isn't just for your business, this is even your personal life. You're letting things fall by the wayside because you really don't give a damn. There is something else that means something more to you than this thing that needs to be taken care of. Where are you at, ladies? What are you putting off for another day? What phone call can you ignore? What Facebook message can you ignore? What emails can you ignore? Who can you tell not now, but maybe later? What can you wrestle through and give 15 minutes of hardcore focus, an hour, a power hour of hardcore focus to make sure you get the important things finished? I'll say it one more time. The cure for procrastination is to actually give a damn. And for the people that say, no, August, you really should have made this an episode where you gave us some tips and strategies about how to set time and, list things and then put them as a 1 or 2 or 3 on your priority and how you can do these first. Is it the hardest task or the simplest task? What can get shifted to the next day or to the next week? For those of you that were looking for that, sorry, you've already had that course. That's why you're wondering why I ain't talking about it, because you heard somebody else say that you should do that. And are you hoping that I will say it in some other fashion that will make it sound more genius than the last person that it didn't click? I'm here to tell you that when you see the value in something and you understand the need for something in order for you to be able to go and grow to the next level, you start giving a damn about it and you make shit happen. 2018 is a year of phenomenal possibilities. I love the way my friend the Rainmaker stated it, because the 8 is at the end of the year. Flip it on its side. It is the year of infinite opportunities, but it is only a year of infinite opportunities for people who actually tap into them and say, I'm going to do what's necessary to get the job done. Because along with your faith, your belief, your energetic attraction has to be some forward moving. The cure for procrastination is to give a damn. As you can see, I'm coming out hard in the beginning of 2018. Ladies, let's get out there and beast these goals and get it done. This is your girl, Auguste Crenshaw. I'm outie.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, Auguste Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis.